Welcome everyone. Now let's take a look at the task number 3. So in this task, you need to create class named StudentInfo and write the program that with the following requirements. The first requirement is declare the following variables with the appropriate data types. The variables that you need to declare are student name, age, gender, school name, student ID, grade level, and GPA. And afterwards, whatever the data that you store into those variables later on, when you display them, they should be displayed in this order. Okay, you display all the student information in the following format. The format should be: first is the student's name. For example, if the student's name was set to Josh Steven, then in the output, the first line, it should have the output of the student name is Josh Steven. Of course, if the name is someone else, if the name is, for example, Daniel, then it should display Daniel here. And then in the second line, you will display the gender. So if the gender of the student was set to male, then in the output, it should be male. If it was set to female, then it should be female. Okay. And then in the third line, you will display the age of the person, age of the student in this format. Age is, and whatever the age number is will be concatenated next. And then the string of text, years old. And then in the fourth line, you need to display the school's name along with the string of text, the school name is, and then the name of the school. And then you will display the grade level next. Grade level is, of course, we have a variable that is containing the grade level. That grade level needs to be concatenated to the string. And then lastly, you need to display the GPA of the student. But before you display the GPA, you will first display the name along with those string of text. GPA is, and then the actual GPA number should be concatenated. So this is the format that the program is asking. The task requirement is asking right now. So the program that we wrote at the end, it should be able to display all those informations in this format. So here I created my main method in this class. This class is also created under the day 02 practice task package. And let's declare the variables first. The first variable is student name. So here's my variable, student name. Okay. And let me use the same example data for now, which is Josh Steven. Okay, this is our first variable. And of course, there are some same school string variables that you need to declare in this class. Some of those variables, they do share the same data type, such as school name, grade level, right? And also student ID. Student ID, we can also include it as a string, just in case if there is any letters in the ID that are presented. So I can just use this one string data type to declare the remaining variables, such as school name, okay, and set the school name to MIT, for example. And I also have a couple more string variables to declare, such as grade level. The grade level can also be string. And for now, let me set it to undergraduate. Okay. And besides the grade level, the student ID, we can also set it to string, student ID. For example, suppose that this is the student ID. Okay. So those are the string variables. And besides the string variables, we can also have the int variable for the age, right? So the data type of my age variable should be int. So now let me set the age of the student to, for example, 24. And after the age, then it is the gender. So gender, we can use char or earlier it was asking should be male or female, those string of text, right? So if it's going to be string of text, of course I can still concatenate it here. Gender, I can still include the string variable here. Okay, and I will set to male. So right now, 5 variables, they are having the same data type: student name, school name, grade level, student ID, and gender. Right, and the last variable we have to declare is the GPA, assuming that GPA is going to be decimal number. So I will use double as the data type, and let me set it to 2.8. So those are the variables that we included in the student info this class. And next, we need to display the information of the students. First information that you need to display is the name of the student, right? So previously, during the recording, you have learned this shortcut, which is the shortcut that is used for displaying the variables. And when you give that shortcut, it will allow you to select a specific variable. For example, if I wanted to display the student name first, I can select the student name, right? And it already included some strings here. And of course, the format that I need to print are different. I need to print those string messages before display the name of the student. So I will copy those string of text and place it within this double quote instead. Okay. So now it's going to display the student's name is Josh Steven. And after the student's name, next I need to display the gender. So I could still use this shortcut to select the gender variable, which is this one, right? And the string of text here, I can change it to things like gender is, okay? And it should display the gender of the student afterwards. And after gender, next we need to display the age. So first, I can also continue to use this shortcut to get the age. Okay, but of course, when I display the age, the format is a little different. I need to display the string of text age is, and then I will concatenate the age, actual age number. After the age number, then I need to concatenate the string of text years old. And make sure that you do not miss the space here, otherwise it will not be included on the console. Okay, age is 24 years old is printed. And then next, we need to include the school name of the student, right? So here, I can still use the same shortcut to get the school name information. And here I can include the school's name is the string of text, and then I can concatenate the value of the string variable school name. And after the school name, it is asking you to display the grade level of the student. So again, I can still use the same shortcut to print the variable and select the grade level. And when I print the grade level here in the string of text, I can display grade level is, and then we concatenate the grade level afterwards. After the grade level is displayed, next we can display the GPA of the student, right? So here I can display the GPA. And of course, when I display the GPA in the requirement, it's asking first display the name of the student. And then you will include those string of text and then the actual GPA. So in order to display the name of the student first, you see here, you have to include the student name, this variable, and then you will concatenate the remaining values afterwards. So student names, GPA is, right? So I give those characters so that it will display the name of the student. That student is GPA is, and then it will concatenate the actual GPA number. See, and of course there has to be one more space after this word is, right? So I need to include this space. Now it displayed that Josh Stevens GPA is 2.8. And if you look at here right now, it's saying that this variable is not being used. We declared this variable, but so far we haven't used yet. And the moment you call it and start to use it, then it will no longer be in the gray color. Okay, so those are the variables. And of course, when you update those variables, the updated values will be displayed, because in those concatenations, we are concatenating the variable instead of just the value itself. So whenever the variables data is updated before these lines are being called, then the new value will be passed.